David Schwimmer!
David Schwimmer is an American actor and director who rose to fame as Ross Geller on the hit TV sitcom Friends, a role for which he won a Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance. Although he is best known for his outrageous and borderline psychotic character on Friends, Schwimmer has proved his versatility as an actor in many different acting roles, including playing Herbert Sobel in the true story of Easy Company of the 101st Airborne Division from 1942 to the end of World War II, the TV miniseries Band of Brothers, a role he won a Satellite Award for Best Supporting Actor in a TV miniseries or documentary.
We were on a break!
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you speaking to me or sleeping with someone else?
We were on a break.
His full name is David Lawrence Schwimmer, but he also goes by the names of Schwim, Ross Geller, Rossatron, the Divorce Force, Ross the Divorcer, and the Holiday Armadillo. As of this production, he is 53 years old and was born on November 2nd, 1966, in Flushing, New York, in the United States. He stands at 1.85 meters tall, or 6 foot 1 inches. Schwimmer is an active director of the Rape Treatment Center in Santa Monica, which specializes in helping victims of date rape and child rape. He also campaigned for legislation to ban drugs such as Rohypnol and GHB. Minnie Driver and David Schwimmer are rumored to have dated in the 1990s. Brandi Glanville is rumored to have linked up with David Schwimmer also in the 1990s. David Schwimmer dated Natalie Imbruglia from 1996 to 1997. Uprising co-stars David Schwimmer and Millie Avittel dated in 2001. David Schwimmer dated Carla Alapont from 2002 to 2003. Schwimmer and former S Club 7 member Tina Barrett briefly dated in June 2004. In 2007, David Schwimmer started dating Zoe Buckman. They married on June 4, 2010, and in 2011 the couple had a daughter. They later separated in April 2017. According to US Weekly, in November 2019, Schwimmer began seeing a 29-year-old woman whose name is Katie Muckowitz. A source told the publication that the 53-year-old actor and Muckowitz met at a bar where he bought her a drink.
We were on a break.
That, for all I knew, could last forever. That, to me, is a break up.
You think you're gonna get out of this on a technicality?
Look, I'm not trying to get out of anything, okay? I thought our relationship was dead.
Schwimmer was born in Flushing, Queens, New York City, to attorneys Arthur and Arlene Coleman Schwimmer. His family is Jewish and he has an older sister named Ellie. His family subsequently moved to Los Angeles, where Schwimmer had his first experiences of acting at the age of 10, when he was cast as the fairy godmother in a Jewish version of Cinderella. In 1979, Schwimmer went to a Shakespeare workshop given by English actor Ian McKellen in Los Angeles. He recalls being riveted by the experience. Schwimmer then entered a contest in the Southern California Shakespeare Festival 3 years in a row, winning 2 first prizes. Following his mother's successful career as a divorce lawyer, the family moved to Beverly Hills, where Schwimmer attended Beverly Hills High School. His classmates included actor Jonathan Silverman. Schwimmer admitted to being an outsider during his time at the school, recalling, "When I was there, I always felt, this is not me. I'm surrounded by people with a different value system, and I just wanted to get out of California." He was best at the subjects of science and math and thought he would become a doctor. Schwimmer enrolled in a drama class where he appeared in stage productions. Encouraged by his school drama teacher to further his acting, he flew to Chicago for a summer acting program at Northwestern University. He noted that the experience was both enlightening and exhilarating. In 1984, Schwimmer graduated from Beverly Hills High School and wanted to go straight into acting, but his parents insisted that he go to college first, so he would have something to fall back on. Schwimmer moved to Chicago to attend Northwestern University, where he had attended a summer drama course when he was 16 years old. At the university, he studied theatre and was in an improv group with Stephen Colbert, the No Fun Mud Piranhas. After graduating in 1988 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Theatre and Speech, Schwimmer co-founded the Looking Glass Theatre Company. Subsequently, he returned to Los Angeles to pursue a career in acting. After his supporting role debut in the ABC television movie A Deadly Silence in 1989, Schwimmer followed this with roles in the legal drama LA Law in 1992 and the comedy drama series The Wonder Years. He made his feature film debut in Flight of the Intruder in 1991, had a recurring role as a lawyer turned vigilante in NYPD Blue before auditioning unsuccessfully for a series pilot called Couples. He landed his first regular series role as the liberal son of a conservative talk show host, Henry Winkler, in the sitcom Monty. While it seemed to be the actor's big break, the show was cancelled only after a few episodes, and Schwimmer vowed that this would be his last comedy series. After deciding to try comedy again though, Schwimmer scored his big break in 1994, playing the role of Ross Geller in the new TV series Friends. Schwimmer was the first actor cast on the ensemble show, and he instantly inhabited the nerdy, neurotic character. He was nominated for an Emmy Award during the show's first season, and more accolades for both Schwimmer and the cast followed. A massive hit, Friends anchored NBC's comedic Thursday night lineup and turned the entire cast into overnight stars. For Schwimmer, the newfound fame led to increased opportunities on the big screen. The Pallbearer in 1996 was Schwimmer's first starring film role, and on its heels came Breast Men on TV in 1997, Kiss a Fool in 1998, and 6 Days, 7 Nights. While these movies failed to achieve box office gold, Schwimmer rode the Friends train for several more years, until the show's conclusion in 2004. Following Friends' epic run, Schwimmer undertook a variety of projects. He voiced the character of Melman the giraffe in the animated hit Madagascar in 2005 and its sequels, and made his Broadway debut in 2006 with The Chain Mutiny Court Martial. Schwimmer also stepped behind the camera to direct a pair of feature films, the 2007 comedy Run Fat Boy Run starring Simon Pegg, and the 2010 drama Trust with Clive Owen and Catherine Keener. Following years of guest appearances on shows like 30 Rock, Entourage and Web Therapy, which he starred with old Friends castmate Lisa Kudrow, Schwimmer signed up to play lawyer Robert Kardashian for the FX Ministries American crime story The People vs. O.J. Simpson, which garnered strong reviews during its 10-episode run in early 2016 and earned Schwimmer an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series. That same year, the actor starred in AMC's crime drama Feed the Beast, but the show was cancelled after one season due to low ratings. David Schwimmer has a net worth of $85 million. For the first season of Friends, each cast member earned $22,500 per episode. That works out to $540,000 for the first season. Their salaries were boosted to $40,000 per episode for the second season, and that works out to $960,000 for the entire second season. Ahead of the third season, when their contracts were up, the cast banded together to negotiate as a group. They ended up with a deal that paid $75,000 per episode of season 3, $1.875 million for that season, $85,000 an episode for season 4 or $2.04 million for that season, $100,000 an episode for season 5 or $2.5 million an episode for that season, and $125,000 per episode in season 6 or $3.125 million in total for that season. Ahead of season 7, the cast negotiated for a massive raise. They ended up earning $750,000 per episode in season 7 and 8, which works out to an epic $18 million per season. For seasons 9 and 10, each cast member earned $1 million per episode. That works out to $24 million for season 9 and $18 million for season 10. If you total it all up, each cast member of Friends earned around $90 million in base salary alone from the show before back-end bonuses and ongoing royalties. As part of their year 2000 contract negotiations, the cast was able to demand back-end points on the show, which would allow them to earn royalties off the show's sales into syndication. Up to that point, the only other TV stars who had ownership stakes in shows were Jerry Seinfeld and Bill Cosby. Friends continues to generate north of $1 billion per year in syndication royalties and streaming deals. It has been reported that each cast member in some years can earn $10 to $20 million in royalties alone. The former star of the hit sitcom Friends purchased a townhouse in New York's East Village, dating from 1852. He bought the house in 2010 for $4.1 million. The Landmarks Preservation Commission sent him 2 notices in 2012 stating the building could get landmark status by the end of 2012, according to the Commission spokesperson Elizabeth de Bourbon. But just 4 months after the city's latest letter was sent to the actors' representatives, the building was demolished. The plans have been to replace the 5-story building with a 6-story mansion with an elevator and room terrace. The building's original sale listing said the 25-foot wide townhouse had the zoning permits to grow from its 7,750 square foot to 9,000 square feet. David Schwimmer also owns an LA mansion worth $10 million, including formal living and dining rooms, a wood-panelled library, stone-walled den, and a newly installed state-of-the-art screening room. While the house was already largely remodelled when Mr. Schwimmer acquired it, he did do over the backyard, installed new heating and air conditioning systems, and restored the windows, doors, and hardwood floors. David Schwimmer drives a Jaguar XK8. A Range Rover, and a Mustang GT.